Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Post-Strike Streams Sunday edition. Genshin Impact 5-year anniversary day! Congrats everyone on making it to 5 years of Genshin Impact. I don't know why I said congrats. I think I got confused. And then I just kind of finished the sentence after getting it wrong. But no, 5 years of Genshin Impact. Who would have thought it? But thank you for all your amazing support and love over the years, I will just say. As Chong Yoon, for those who don't know, I am one of the characters in Genshin Impact, one of the playables, one of the original playables, and he's called Chong Yoon, and I love him, and it's why a whole bunch of people who are here, not just because, and they just like happen to play Pokemon. Yeah, happy 5 years of Genshin. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I hope you continue to enjoy it. How long do you think it'll go for? That is the question, isn't it? Chat, my lovely chat. Sorry, I'm going to multitask a little bit here, just because once again, I have one of my, wait for it, I have one of my patented Pokemon Go evolutions that I need to do. So I'm going to sort of sneakily do this whilst pretending to talk to you all. Although, actually, where are the candies here? Are candies on this one? Oh yeah, there they are. Yep, XL. Right, Toxel. How many do I need? Oh, okay, one. Here we go. Okay, excellent. And then I need to put this back into Pokemon Home. But there we go. Toxel is evolving. But there we go. I know, 5 years. I do remember, kind of when it came out, you know, things have been pandemic-y for, half a year or whatever, and I don't know, but it's kind of a wild reminder of, how long the pandemic really kind of went on for, because I think we kind of, it'd be easy to just think it was, 2020, right? Oh, we, locked down in 2020, but, the vaccine didn't really become available for a lot of people until, midway through 2021. So, yes, some old people and stuff got it at, the end of 2020 and the very beginning of 2021. But for the most part, when the vaccine went out and numbers kind of went down and, you know, and obviously they've kind of gone up a lot and up and down a lot since then. But it was it was the middle of the year in 2021, so it's kind of clear to see why Genshin did take off. If it came out in, end of September of 2020, and then people didn't really sort of begin getting back to some kind of normal life until a year later, and then it was a year after that when people were yeah, the pandemic's done, even though it's kind of not. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah. But it'd be interesting to know what Genshin Impact would have looked like in a world without the pandemic and what kind of success it would have had without it. But I think it kind of was the right game at the right time, really. A bit like Animal Crossing, you know. And I'm glad it helped so many people get through such a weird time, you know. So anyway, let's see. Let's just see. It wasn't a day one Genshin player. Xander the Hammer didn't try it out until almost a month after it released. Oh, okay. Well, a 1 month amount of hammering. But same. Started playing Genshin in November 2020. And Jill, hi. So yeah, let's say hi to some people quickly, and then we'll do the teams and stuff like that. Of all the places to hear about Genshin before it was released, it was in a Did You Know Gaming. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. And then the irony is that, sorry, that I'm just jingling my keys next to the microphone. That's helpful, Bo. But the joke is, as I have said multiple times, anyone who's played the game knows that, it's not really a rip-off. There are, little things that are quite similar. And obviously, the aesthetic is sort of, a lot of the aesthetic is, kind of similar. But, the actual game with the whole, oh, you got, 4 players and you can switch out between them and there's, this action and RPG and all this other stuff, it's just really not that similar to it at the end of the day. But, you know, there are probably still people who you know, spout that nonsense. But people who have actually played the game, or even just watched people play the game, you can sort of see like, oh, okay, this is pretty different. It's like, yeah, it is. So that's the thing. The climbing and this like and the gliding, right? It's kind of like the climbing and the gliding are like the two things, because the climbing was the immediate thing I thought of, and then there is gliding as well. Because there was one time, just quick story, there was one time when like Kira was playing Genshin, and I can't remember what happened, but there was just something kind of like high up or something, and I was like, well, I don't know Genshin, but my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild brain is telling me that either there's like some kind of climbable wall nearby that can help you get up there, or there would be like some kind of like, you know, or like some kind of like blast of air that could like blow you up there or something like that, and then you'd glide over. And then that is what happened. There was like a current of air somewhere. So, but that's about it though. So, right, chat, my lovely chat. Anyway, that's quick stories out the way. It was something like that, but I remember basically there was just like a current of air, and it was like, and that was the thing to get you there. And I had said something like, well, you'd either like glide over or, you know, or something. But yeah, exactly. That was what it is. I said like, oh well, in Zelda, yeah, it's like you'd either climb or I'd use like Rivali's Gale, and then there was like a little jet of air coming out the ground, and it was basically kind of like a Rivali's Gale, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. But yeah, no, that was it. No, thank you for reminding me of that. That was it. Yeah, I was like, well, no, if it was a Zelda, I'd use Rivali's Gale to just get up there, and then there was actually like a thing of air to like blow you up and across. But anyway, so chat, my lovely chat. Kevin will be joining us later at some point, but I need to know who is around now. Do we actually even have enough people to play along? Could you please, hang on, we'll go the tickets and we'll do the template. Do I need to fix the template to include Nihilego? I don't really think so. We'll just focus on like the initial 3 Pokemon, my tickets at the minute. So Thundurus, Celesteela, and Stakataka, okay? But of the people who are here and the people who can play, could you please let me know, strike I can do, and then say Thundurus, Celesteela, and or Stakataka, okay? If we don't have enough for those 3, we'll do another asking for Nihilego. But let's just stick with those 3 for now. Ready, set, bow, let me know, all that stuff. But Amelia, you're back for a second. But no, that's okay. Thank you for sticking by to say hi for a second. I hope you have a very good rest and a sleep and everything. I suppose quick reminder to like the video before you forget or go to sleep, basically. That goes for everyone. Okay, so let's see. So we've got, hang on, Tenchi, Kieran, Jill. Also, is the spreadsheet filling itself in? Someone else is on it. But okay, yeah, so we've got Jill, Sky, and Tegan. Okay. And then, oh, no, and Tenchi. Okay. Sorry, it looks like there's someone else in the spreadsheet, but I guess there's not. So hang on, let me just get all these people up. So we got Jill. Oh, we need to, like, sort these, really, don't we? Jill, Tenchi, Sky, and Kieran. Wait, where's Kieran? There we go, there's Kieran. Okay, so let's see, hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, hang on, that's 5. Hang on, 1, 2, oh no, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and hang on, Tegan. I knew I was missing something. There we go. Okay, so we've got Tegan. Hang on, so let's just see. Sky can do Thundurus and Celesteela. Sorry, game's gone dark. Kieran can do any. And then Tenchi can do Celesteela and Stakataka. And then... Okay. So I think maybe... I should definitely have Sky on Thundurus, I think. Like, if we open up with Thundurus, we definitely need to have, like, Sky on it. Here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. Why don't we literally have... the first 3 people listed, and then maybe, like, the last 2 listed or something like that, maybe. Yeah, okay, sorry. So sorry, just thinking out loud. So I think if we have Sky, Tegan, and Jill do the Thunderous, right? And then we can go for Celestial. No, maybe we'll do. No, maybe we'll do Stack Attacker. Maybe we'll do Stack Attacker second, and then we'll work back to Celesteela. Yeah. Okay. So why don't we have Team 1 Thunderous? Hang on a sec. Sorry, I promise this will make sense in a sec. Okay. This is what I've got. Let me know if this makes sense. Team 1, Thunderous, Skywatcher, Tegan, and Jill. Okay. And then Team 2, Stack Attacker, Kieran, and Tenchi. And then we'll see if anyone else can join, like Kevin or whoever. But does that make sense? Is that all good? Oh, hang on. What? Hang on. One thing. Yeah, they did the reveals a bit later and stuff. It all kind of worked out in the end. I don't know what, like, I don't know anything about, like, why that happened or anything, but yeah, they did the reveals a bit. Because it was, like, in, like, November or something when I think it was, like, November or something I did my announcement. Was it, like, November 7th, I want to say? Something like that. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, so is that... Okay, so everyone's saying that's good and that works. Okay, so Team 2, Kieran and Tenchi, just hold off for, like, 25 minutes or so. And then Team 1, Thunderous, Sky, Tegan, Jill. Let's do this thing. Okay, so let's click on the old Ycom and connect to the internet, please. I have to do this because I haven't today. And then we will talk to the nice scientist lady. And we'll say that anything goes, Thunderous. And then we'll go into, like, fast forward mode now. So 0928 and then 0213. 0928 0213. So 0928 0213. And that's the code. Ready, set, bow. Skywatcher, Tegan, Jill. We should have an Amber, Tegan, and Jill. Who are some of your guys' favorite Genshin characters? Maybe you just have, like, one favorite, but who are, like, some of your, like, top favorite Genshiners of the playable? Well, I suppose you don't even have to necessarily include the playables, and at this point I've kind of lost track of a lot of the playables. I did for a long time. I kept up for a really long time. It's why I was able to do my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, but only using dumb Genshin Impact puns series. But I wouldn't be able to do that series now because I just don't know. Okay, so Thunderous. I'll do the quick run through. You guys know Thunderous, weak to rock and ice. But we might have to use things more defensively, so ground types, lightning rod, volt absorb, or dragon grass, and other electric types that resist electric. Watch out for sludge wave, watch out for rain dance and weather ball, watch out for rain dance and thunder. Weather ball can also change type if we change the weather, such as sun, rock, or ice. Rock and ice, those are the two types that we could be realistically using. So rock is a little bit better than ice because of it's nicer for Thunderous to have rock weather ball rather than ice weather ball. Let's do this. Oh, okay, we've got 2 water types, so we'll try and avoid those if we can. But there is crocodile, so that's pretty nifty. Executor's a grass type. Lily, hello, welcome. There being 100+ playable characters doesn't help with that. That's true. That's true. Although I did well with like keeping up with like Fire Emblem Heroes for a long time. Like if you took away the names but you showed me the artwork, I'd like remember the characters for a good long while. But even with that, there would then be some I kind of forget. Yeah, sorry, Togetic was bad as well, wasn't it? But well, it does have mystical fire, so it's got a trick up its sleeve. But let's see if we can get you guys some better Pokemon, shall we? Tauros and Jellicent. Okay, Jellicent's not great, but there is a ground type on the right. There is also a Pelipper on the right as well, but that's terrible. So let's see. Jellicent, I do need that as a shiny. Nidoking. Okay, Nidoking's pretty nifty, so... Oh, and then Tyrantrum's really good. Okay, so if we try and get Jill the Tyrantrum, and we get, say, Tegan the Nidoking, I think that could be really, really good. It does mean Sky will have to stick with Exeggutor, who isn't really that good, but nevertheless, it's kind of the only choice we have. So does that make sense? Does that sound good? Hi, Jill. Yeah, we can hear you. Don't worry. You said about having, like, adverts and stuff, but again, that's fine. I figured those were over several minutes ago, so you're all good, don't worry. Unless you're typing in messages that aren't there. But, like, okay, so I can see lol, 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 fact, Xander, like, hey, Lily, and are my messages not coming in? So if you have, like, a load of messages saying, like, help, I'm trapped in an ice cream shop and all the ice cream's melting, then yeah, we didn't get that message. But if like the lol lol lols and the highs were what you put, then you're good. Oh, how I remember the early Genshin days. Zach, hello, welcome. Just got your delivery of cheese balls because all of your stores are sold out. Whoa, really? That's interesting. But yeah, do not worry, Jill. You are coming in loud and clear. Yeah, so Jill, just to make sure you could hear me, are you good for switching for the Tyrantrum at the end? So hold on to your Scolipede until the final round when we face off against the Tyrantrum, and then if you take Tyrantrum, that's a really good Dynamaxer for Thunderous. Because it resists electric, but it's also super effective against electric, which is nice. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, speed down. That slows down the pace of the stream. Like, literally. Okay. So, Exeggutor's charged up a Solar Beam. Again, this is why Exeggutor kind of sucks. But it does mean that, basically, once we get in a second Max Darkness, your Solar Beam is going to just hit so hard and, like, yeah, we've got this. We've got this. Okay, good. You're hearing everything in real time. Yes, it's currently 2:18 p.m. Los Angeles time. It might tick over to 2:19 whilst I say this sentence. Nope, not on my clock. But yes. Shade Van Fan, hello. You got like Aoife, Lisa, Klee, and Barbara. I recognize like 3 of those names. Those are some like old school names. The 3 I recognize. No, I think I do. Ooh! Anger point! Critical hit! Do it, Crocodile! Okay, we don't even need Exeggutor now. Like, game, set, match. Game, set, match when you trigger the old anger point. Wowie zowie. Zach, Chongyun means since you started. Then every other fish character is always welcome to need more fish characters. Fish! Dang. I like the idea of if every battle we win before Exeggutor can use a Solar Beam. And then Exeggutor just gets through the whole, like the whole Dynamax with like 0 PP used. Okay, well done, Team 1. No, you're going to be Dynamaxing here, so you'll get to use some nice grass moves. Do we want to switch anything? Even like temporarily? I can't remember what's next though. It's something that's good against Thunderous, but I can't remember what's next. I remember the Tyrantrum, but... Oh, Nidoking. Oh, actually, Togetic for Nidoking would be good, but never mind. I forgot it was Nidoking next. Yeah, we could have switched a Water type, but I was way too caught up in thinking about Chongyun and Tyrantrum. Sky, Venti is your favorite character, but you are a Xiao main primarily. Ooh, interesting. Jupiter Chongyun main since you got him. But your main is Yanfei. Ooh, okay. That's cool. There's a lot of variety in these teams and stuff here. I like it. I like to see it. And then there's Mulaney, Yoimiya, and Kokomi. The wings! I can hear the wings. Okay. So, yeah, Executor and Dynamax. I guess you want to use the super effective Psychic. But here we go. Let's do this thing. I was like Milk Team. Shout out to Chongyun earlier days when people would use them for freezing water to cross it. Okay, that's also low-key Breath of the Wild, but again, but it is amazing. Like once you actually see it, how different the game is. Like I get why people thought it like from when you look at like the initial trailers and stuff. I get it, but once you actually see the game, it's a very different experience. Even like all the cutscenes and lore and stuff is just a very different vibe as well. So, right, Executor. Earth power, okay, nicely done. High horsepower, more like a high horsepower. Oh, come on! Oh, come on. When did my name change to Kevin? This is very annoying. And the storm reaches on. Max Quake. Yeah, I think of fireworks when I think of Yoimiya. Well, I obviously think of Jenny first, but then fireworks. Right, Mystical Fire. Nice. Shame that special attack down does nothing here, but nevertheless, it's still good to just chip away. Hopefully we can get a good cheer here, and then, like, some, Did we set up the psychic terrain here? I can't see any, like, terrain. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this Chiffy Bulldog great? Right, Throat Chop. Yeah, oh, did we, like, use Steel Roller or something like that? I'm just a bit confused. Did we, like, set up Psychic Terrain and get rid of it, or...? Oh, okay, we just didn't use it. Okay. Oh, no! Oh, right, yeah, no. Stab! 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 Here's the thing. If Nidoking had a bunch of special attacks, it would, like, be like, we're kind of balancing it out. But Nidoking is physical, so it is just, like, just go with, like, strongest physical. Super effective. But, okay, here we go. I don't know, it probably would have just had the teensiest bit of red health left if I had to guess, but... Okay, wow, we've lost 2 lives. That's scary. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, that's not... Why do we keep getting all these, like, special attack lowering, special defense boosting, light screen? That's really funny, though. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Ayaka sharing a birthday with the game's release. I know, right? That's funny. Yeah, I did notice that. I like checked out the socials today, and they just had so much stuff because it was like happy game release day and birthday. So yeah, that's funny. So well done, everyone. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we do have 2 lives, which kind of sucks, but hopefully. Tegan switch. We're gonna have Tegan do a switch. Tegan switch. We'll have Tegan do a nice hair switch. Tegan switch. Tegan switch. Tegan switch. Tegan switch. Get rid of the Togetic and please switch. Tegan switch. Nicely switched. That was a very, very good switch. No, nicely done. Togetic 07. You have done your duty. And then Tyrantrum. So we're gonna go left for Tyrantrum here. To the left. And then we should, because Nidoking's going to be nice and super effective here with, like, the Max Quake. So that's going to be awesome. And then, it's a shame we won't be able to use Steel Roller. That sucks, but Stomping Tantrum or whatever will be good here. We don't have to rely on Solar Beam, so phew. And I have ground as well, so hopefully we can beat this in a good 2 or 3 turns. But that's okay. Small shiny guy, hi. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's do this thing. If I was able to get a special defense down here, that would be very helpful. But let's see what happens, shall we? But yeah, we need some... Oh, I didn't get to check the gender of this Tyrantrum. I guess we'll find out in a second, basically. Right, we're going big, or else we're going home. Right, here we go. But yeah, because basically, once we see how much damage Nidoking does, I think we'll know whether the Tyrantrum's a girl or not. Oh, no, I said we can't use Steel Roller. Okay, right, there's the Earth Power. Right, here's the... Oh, no, and we're using Max Hailstorm instead of Max Quake. Guys, I said about Steel Roller and Max Quake. Oh, gosh. We gotta use our strongest moves, guys. Like, our most effective moves, guys. Like, Tyrantrum's way too Yeah, Tyrantrum's way too powerful to mess around with. We can't give it an inch. Okay. Oh, gosh. Right. Storm is getting a bit too strong now. Okay. Right, and then Psycho Cut. Stomping Tantrum is super effective as well. I'm sorry, it's just I literally did say about all 3 of those moves. Oh, gosh. Okay. Crocodile, it's up to you. Right, Earth Power, here we go. Yeah, like, stab, super effective, all that stuff. 2, 4, 6, 8. That was feeble and not great. Oh, no. Oh, we need some hits here. We need some hits here. Right, okay. Right, here's Max Quake. Here we go. Right. Kadoosh. Okay, I think maybe this is a male Tyrantrum. I still didn't look. So that's on me. That's my bad. But here we go. Okay. Oh, Scale Shot. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. We need this to just be like a 2-hit. We need this to just be like a 2-hit. No. Stop. No. Okay, we lost. That's it. We lost. Dang. Yeah. I think it was in the red as well. So yeah, if we had used our strong attacks, I think we would have won that. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That was one of our worst losses we've ever had. Oh gosh. Okay. So Jellicent is a no. Nidoking is a no. Yeah. No sparkles there. No sparkles there. Let's see. Attack up. So that's like what? Naughty or something? Yeah. And then that one is... Oh, Adamant. Okay, well, I'll go for an Adamant Nidoking. There we go. So there we go. Right, Team 2. Let's just get right. We're kind of running late, so I guess now we're back on time, sort of. So anyway, Kieran, Tenchi, are you ready? And then is there anyone who would like to do a stack attacker? Kevin, maybe? But yeah, so is there anyone who would like to do a stack attacker? And okay, we'll just put Kevin in for this, and then we'll I really need to like sort that list or whatever, don't I? But oh well. Let's see if the sort button works. Did it sort everyone? Maybe. Okay. So chat. Let's click on stack attack. Okay, so we're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. Make sure you are connected to the internet on the Ycom. We're going to say anything goes, and then we'll say stack attacker. And then we'll go shots fired. Scale shots fired. Okay, so let's go 0928 and then 0228. How about that? So let's go 09280228. This is for Stack Attacker. This is Kieran, Tenchi, and Kevin. Wow, that was very quick. Not in the order, it was in the reverse order of how I said. But okay. No, not that the order matters, by the way. If I ever say the list of your names, just join as soon as you can join. But for a second, I was like, oh, does that line up with how I said it? Like Kieran, Tenchi, Kevin? It was like, no, it was Kevin, Tenchi, Kieran. So there we go. Okay, so you guys know this. Ground and fighting are incredible here. ×4 super effective. But don't knock water, which is also super effective and can be more powerful than the rain, which kind of almost is like as good. So yeah. Right, let's do this thing. Here we go. Right, I'm going to go with a Sand Slash. Slowbro does not have any water, which sucks. Ironically, the fire type has water moves, and the water type has fire moves, or a fire move. Okay, so, I mean, Slowbro's still okay, because it's, like, very good defensively, and Flamethrower is, like, neutral. So, I mean, it's still kind of, you know, it's not terrible. I wouldn't go with Chinchino. Like, Luxray and Slowbro were, like, probably the best two. And Togetic is weak to Rock and Steel, so I would be more inclined for, like, Luxray personally, but we can switch and do Science and all that other stuff. It's not a big deal. Okay, we've got Charmeleon. Oh, gosh, hang on. There's a strong Steel reaction. There's also a Steel at the end. Let's see, we've got Xatu and Charmeleon. We've got Basculin. Basculin might be the way to go. Basculin is on the right, so that's my sort of preference right now. Yeah, Cradily, that's rubbish. There is also Mantine, sorry. Yeah, do we want to just get, like, the Basculin and the Mantine? If we go to the right, we can get Basculin and Mantine. And I think maybe that's what we have to go with. I don't know if there was any Science. I didn't look out for Science. I do apologize for that. But oh no, the wings! But that's okay. Right. Right, here we go with Xatu. But what about Zar1? That is the question. Right, here we go. Dynamax Energy is here and available. So maybe if we keep Colossal and Sandslash and we get rid of Slowbro and Togetic? I just don't know what... I don't know what order we want to get rid of them in. Maybe, like, Mantine could... No, I know Basculin's better than Mantine, right? So I'd say we probably want to, like, have Kieran ditch the Togetic for the... Yeah, ditch Togetic for... for the Basculin, and then if we keep, and then Slowbro can Dynamax against the Mantine, and like use Psychic stuff, and then hopefully that'll all be good, and then resist Urge to Meteor Beam Togetic. Now that would have been funny. Right, simple. I'll keep the simple things. If you understand that reference, kudos. We can be friends. Right, there we go. We got the rock move up. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Right, Flamethrower. More like a Flamethrower. And then, okay, here's the Meteor Beam. More like a Meteor Beam. And then... Okay, good. Special attack is up. So basically, if we all just keep going here, we should get the victory at the end of this turn, and only minimal sandstorm damage. So that's the thing, we never need to get too worked up about the sandstorm damage, because if you win a fight in 2 turns, it's a 16th, and there's a good chance we're always going to get some berries at some point as well, you know. Oh, because the simple, it's +2, of course. Although now we're confused. Okay, so the whole everyone keep doing what you're doing might not work as well, with some confusion, but... Oh, the wings, you heard them for like a split second there. Right, Flamethrower, more like a Flamethrower. Oh, the burn! But are we going to get synchronized? No, hopefully not. Hopefully it's just early bird or whatever. Confusion, no! Dang. That's unfair. Krusty Krab funfair. Okay, there's the burn. Max Flutter. Bye, 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 bye. Do. I'm glad my attack went up for nothing. Nothing! Okay. Right, there's the terrain in Spain that falls mostly on the plains. I am just using Max Flutter by in case I need more Stone Edges, because I can't remember all the other stuff that I said was coming up. Oh, it was like water type, so I don't think I need more Stone Edge. But actually, no, I would need Stone Edge for Mantine, so I may as well save them for Mantine in case I need it for Mantine at all. But yeah. Whereas like X Scissor, I'm really not going to use X Scissor, so I just didn't want to waste a third Stone Edge there, just in case I need more than 2. Like for Mantine, I could realistically need 3. Like if you say 2 hits and 1 misses, that's like a very realistic outcome, and like the win was guaranteed. So, but yeah, I don't know if Xatu is even like a good temp. Maybe like it's a good temp switch. I don't know. But like Togetic can use Mystical Fire and Life do. But Xatu is like more. Oh, Magic Bounce. Oh, Magic Bounce. See, that's the thing. I really do not pay attention to the abilities of a lot of these Pokemon. But we've never like really had to deal with Magic Bounce. Have we had Magic Bounce ever? Has Magic Bounce on a Xatu ever like had any kind of impact? A Genshin impact? In the over a year we've been doing this. Like, have we ever had a Xatu on our team and then, like, the opponent uses, like, Thunder Wave or some kind of sleep move? There aren't that many, like, actual direct status moves in this mode. Like, not a whole load of Pokemon actually have, like, Thunder Wave or Hypnosis or Lovely Kiss or whatever. You know, like, Jinx and, like, Toxtricity. But a lot of the statuses come as like secondary effects, so like Flamethrower burning someone rather than like there aren't many Pokemon. There are like way more Pokemon with like Flamethrower and Fire Blast than with like Will-O-Wisp. Like there aren't many Will-O-Wisp Pokemon in this mode, and so I'm not sure if we've like had a Xatu. Closest we got to Magic Bounce was Lunala using the like Magic Coat. Yeah, exactly. So. That's what I think. That's what I'm kind of thinking of. Is like I'm sure we've like had status bouncing stuff, but yeah, I think I'm just thinking of Lunala. I'm not sure if we've ever had it from a Xatu, and so that's why it just doesn't really like clock for me. But I should. I know Basculin has adaptability, which basically just means like use your water moves unless your other moves. Like basically, you should kind of pretty much be using your water move unless the Pokemon is immune to it. Or if your water move is not very effective and your other move is super effective. But it has to be both those things. The water not very effective, your other move super effective. If your other move is just neutral, your like water move is like still gonna be stronger. Basically. Right, Stomping Tantrum. This is close to a victory. Okay, right, Crunch, more like a lunch. Hang in there, Sandslash. No, don't lower my incredibly good defense. I'm a Sandslash. Right, Stomping Tantrum. Nice. And then Play Rough. You treat me like a stranger and you use Play Rough. Expanding Force. More like an expanding horse. And then Volcalith. Finish it off with the most unnecessary giant rock squishing ever. Oh. Well, there you go. We squished a thing. Well done, Team 2. We made it through. Well done indeed. Colossal is slower than Slowbro. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, maybe this Slowbro has, like, speed up. We'll have to check the natures. Although, are we... No, we're not getting rid of Slowbro yet, are we? No. Okay, so we're getting rid of Togetic, aren't we? So Togetic is switching now. Togetic switch. Togetic switch. You can't spell switch without Togetics. Right? I don't know. No, and you need a W. Without Toga Swix. Okay. But yeah, Togetic switch, let's all switch a Togetic. But I had you for a second there. We don't hold back here on both video games. No, exactly. This thing, holding back is how you lose. Okay. So let's go with, so Mantine. Oh, and there is a backpacker, so we might get some items. I might get a citrus berry, or I might be able to get like a wide lens to improve accuracy, or some leftovers, or a shell bell. Chain attack music, yes. And see, Xander, if you say that to a pretty girl in a soap opera, she'll go into your room with you, because now we know that Xenoblade equals Riz. I know I said about Citrus Berry and Shell Bell, but I'm actually going to go with Expert Belt, because offense is like the best thing in this mode. Like, you know, sort of boosting your Life Orb is a different story, but like Expert Belt, like if you have Pokemon that like have super effective moves against the boss / other Pokemon coming up, like Expert Belt is like, I think Expert Belt is probably the best item in this mode, I would say. And then like leftovers, Shell Bell, Citrus Berry are all good, but that's clearly true, bro. Exactly. Rex's grandpa's voice, awesome. I do not remember that line, but okay. But yes. But yeah, in the world of soap operas, you can rizz up your love interests with some Xenoblade. Guys, do I need to like be in a soap opera? Right, here we go. It's Rhine time. It's like, it's Rhine time, and then you like bring out like a dozen roses. Right, here we go. Crunch, more like a lunch. Defense down? No. Oh, max airstream, more like a max airstream. Oh, hang in there, Basculin. Okay. Right, so speed up, that's not ideal. Oh, Stone Edge missed! This is why I said, having 2 hits and a miss was a realistic prospect. Because, here's the thing. Mantine has insanely good special defense, and you need to hit it physically, and I'm a physical attacker with a super effective move. Okay. Oh, gosh. So, Kevin, if we get to turn 3, you might need to use, like, flamethrower on it or something, depending on... What moves do you have? Oh, smoke screen. Yeah, because you can't use Scald because that'll heal it. But yeah, we just have to use Crunch, Psychic moves, and then, like, maybe Flamethrower. But hopefully... Oh, God. I can't believe... I know I kind of jinxed it by saying 2 misses and a hit was a realistic prospect, but still... Oh, at least we shouldn't get a flinch there with that. Okay, Crunch. Defense down. Come on. Come on. No. Right, critical hit then. Critical hit from Stone Edge. Right, Max Mindstorm. This will do more than the previous one because of the terrain up, so that's good. You really can't see the terrain much physically, though. Oh, like, this pink on pink isn't very... Oh, okay, good, good, good. Okay, so we should... Oh, part of me wants to use Crush Claw, but that's, like, inaccurate as well. Right, I'm on my last Stone Edge. I said I needed... Oh, Wide Guard! Okay, that's actually pretty good, right? Right, Crunch. Come on, defense down, defense down, defense down. No! No, you silly ding-dong Sand Slash! I said 2 hits and a miss was a realistic prospect. Thank goodness for Slowbro. Oh my gosh. Ice Thunder is the antagonist. No, we like Ice Thunder is a loyal Instagram fan or something. I can't believe that Stone Edge. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I can't believe it. Oh, if you were a movie star at Beauvo Games, which genre / trope would you want to challenge? See, so not which one would I want to do, but which one would I want to challenge? So slow bro switch. Let's get rid of slow bro ditch. It's time to ditch the slow bro switch, and we'll get a Manti for a slow bro switch. Slow bro switch. Slow bro switch. Slow bro switch. Slow bro da 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 da. Nicely switched Tenchi. Slow bro switch. Okay. So yes, water moves away. So we're gonna, you do Water in the Rain featuring Stomping Tantrum, and that's about it. Sorry I didn't remind everyone so late there, but yes, just challenge equals do. That is the question, because I don't do on camera because of the actual realities of it. you know, like memorizing scripts and long time and just really long production cycles and like, you know, self-taping and all these other just things there. But again, but in a sort of like, if you could just be like gifted stuff, what would you do? But see, here's a weird thing as well. The cinema landscape is really different now. Like, because in some way, I do like have an answer, right? I do have an answer to your question, and I will answer your question, I promise. But like, things are different now. And so basically, like, I honestly think doing like sort of like rom-coms would be really fun, but ones that kind of like have some like, actually no, let me change that to like feel-good films. I would say feel-good films. So I mean, yes, that could be like a rom-com, but just like feel-good films, so they're not like super heavy, or so they are like serious, but they're not like super dramatic kind of thing, right? Like, they have a seriousness to them, but they're like light-hearted, so they've got funny stuff. So I would say like feel-good films. I always like a good sort of feel-good film, and that can be in like the form of a rom-com. It can be in the form of like a guy who gets to join a sports team and like score the winning goal. It can be a guy achieving some life dream. It can be a biopic. It can be a lot of things, right? So, because I would even include things like The Imitation Game, which is the sort of World War II story about Alan Turing, the Benedict Cumberbatch film. I mean, that is like a dramatic film, and it got nominated for many Oscars and stuff, but I would call that a feel-good film. I would call a movie like Rocky a feel-good film. So I would sort of say, I know that's not really a genre, like you'd sort of say like, I don't know, drama or like comedy or rom-com, because I was going to sort of say like comedy at first kind of thing. But again, it's kind of like certain types of comedy films, but it's that sort of feel-good comedy film, you know? Like something like I don't know, like a Bruce Almighty or something like that is even like, yes, it's a comedy film, but it's also, you know, it's sort of, you know, if you're not Jim Carrey, it's not like the most zany thing ever. For him, it's zany. For Steve Carell, it's zany. But, you know. Right, anyway. So hopefully that makes sense. We can see it now. Amy, as a lawyer, is torn between her high school crush, recently divorced, and a new British guy with a mysterious past. Isn't that like a Hallmark movie, or one of those Netflix movies that's trying to be a Hallmark movie? But yeah, so I would say like feel good. I would sort of say like feel good films. Because I love things like Cool Runnings. Again, but I would want stuff with like some jokes and humor in, though. So I mean, obviously like MCU movies would be. See, here's the thing. Obviously, an MCU movie would be fantastic, but the actual reality of it, the like, oh, you would have to go on a crazy diet for like the next 2 years and stuff like that, and it, like a lot of the physical aspect of it, I'm just not really into that kind of thing. So I mean, I'd love to say like MCU, but I think the actual realities of making an MCU movie, I think an MCU movie would be like less fun to actually do than like some just kind of like feel good movie, you know. But so that's the thing, and so by saying a feel good movie, it can be something more dramatic, it can be something more comedic, but it's kind of like, but it's like nice. I like things where they're just like nice to watch, you know. If something's just like too sad or too brutal, it's like eh. Like a lot of Studio Ghibli movies, right? They're just kind of nice to watch. You know, From Up on Poppy Hill. You know, I don't know. Whisper of the Heart. Like, you know, they're just nice to watch. And so yeah. So there we go. Let's see what we've got. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars. Oh yeah, we didn't get to say that last time, did we? I was a bit like, oh gosh, did I say that last time? And it's like, oh wait. Okay, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, and no Sparkles there. Let's see what we've got. Hasty. Let's not be too hasty. Oh wow, the joke didn't work because it actually was hasty. And a Gentleman and a mild stack attacker. We gotta go with one of the hasty boys though, right? So I'm going to go with the hasty girl. They're girls. So Basculin, why not? So well done, everyone. But that's a good question. Yeah, if I did like on camera, what would? But that's the thing. So I would sort of say, I know that's not really a genre because it's like, well, that could be like a drama, it could be a comedy, but you know, I sort of just like You know, I like things, again, you know, there are, a movie like Eddie the Eagle, right? I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Eddie the Eagle. Really good movie based on real events. But it's like, it's like a really funny movie, but I also wouldn't just describe it as like a comedy. I don't think it's sort of like a drama comedy or whatever, but it's not like a black comedy, but it's like dramatic too. Like it's not like played for silly laughs. Like there aren't like characters slipping on banana peels every 2 seconds, and like Adam Sandler isn't there doing like a weird voice, and like Rob Schneider's there too. Nothing against Adam Sandler, by the way, but you know, like just when he does like his little silly voices or whatever, it's not like that kind of movie. It would just be like one of his other movies where he's not doing a silly voice. So yeah, I don't know. So I hope that makes sense. Sam the Eagle's brother, I wish. But it's if you've never seen Eddie the Eagle, basically, if you like the movie Cool Runnings, you'll really like the movie Eddie the Eagle. It's literally set in the same Winter Olympics. Like both of these things, that the things that happened in Eddie the Eagle are like mostly true, or it's based on a real person. And same with like Cool Runnings and the Jamaican bobsled team. But both those things, the Jamaican bobsled team and Eddie the Eagle were at the same Winter Olympics. So, yeah. Right, welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of Stakataka? Yes. Okay, Celesteela. Who can do Celesteela? Yes, the British ski jumper. See, Jill knows what's up. But yeah, it's a really... yeah, Eddie the Eagle's really nice and really fun, and Cool Runnings is really good. Because like my favorite movie is Mrs. Doubtfire, which is a comedy. Like, so originally my thought was kind of comedy, but I kind of want like, you know, but again, it could even just be like a feel good movie where it's not like strictly a comedy, but it's just kind of like, but it's got a lot of like lightheartedness and stuff, you know. Jamaican Americans, when you talk about Cool Runnings, I was like, my people. Yes, exactly. Right, anyway, sorry, can you guys let me know about Celesteela? Strike number of times you've played, and if you can do Celesteela. I should probably like do team assignments, shouldn't I? I did have a friend growing up who he like made up a song, and it was like, we are the Jamaican bobsled team, give us some money or some nice ice cream under the sea. It's like, I can't remember if I added the undersea part or if he kind of went right into it. I think he might have just gone right into it and did the whole thing, but there you go. So yeah, no, Cool Runnings though, that's one of my favorites as well. That's a really good movie. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire, Cool Runnings, they're really good. But obviously, like an MCU movie or something would be incredible. But, you know, like, yeah, it'd be great to be in like the new X-Men. But I think if you sort of said put me in a genre again, maybe just saying like a feel-good film is like, you're like, hey, that's kind of cheating. That could include rom-coms, that could include dramas, but like, you know, I'm gonna go with it. The 90s had some great movies. It did. There were a lot of good movies in the 90s. You loved Mrs. Doubtfire as a kid. As a kid. What about as an adult? But no. In fairness, I haven't watched it in a while, so maybe there are parts of it where I'm like, oh, no, oh no. Right, let's see what we got. Kevin, Sky, Kieran, Jill. But if you like Cool Runnings, Eddie the Eagle, it was from like, I want to say like 2015, 2016. It was, why have I forgotten his name? Hugh Jackman, obviously. I haven't forgotten his name. But, nope, it's gone. Well, I hate how I forget names now. It's like Eggsy. Like, the dude who's Eggsy. And Elton John and all that other stuff. Why can I not... like, my brain keeps shouting the wrong name. And it's like, no, it's not that. What is it? But anyway, someone will Google it. Taron Egerton, thank you. Yeah, Taron Egerton, he's really good in that movie. Taron Egerton is just, like, fantastic. But anyway, sorry, we need to do some Nightbot random selection game or something, don't we? Oh, actually, chat. Can we... Okay, do you mind doing the whole strike thing again? but could you let me know about Celesteela and Nihilego? So could you do, like, strike the number of times you've played, and then let me know about Nihilego? I think there were, like, I want to say 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, or something like that. But, like, could you let me know? Hang on, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it was 4. But could you guys let me know about, like, Celesteela and Nihilego? Because maybe, like, say, like, Kieran I'll push back, because he's definitely going to be in the next one. But that's in Kevin can't do Nihilego. So I have to have, like, Kevin has to be in this one, basically. Kevin can't wait. And then, yeah, and then, hang on, Sky can do Nihilego, and then, yeah, Kieran can do both, Jill can do both, and Sky. I tell you what, let's get Jill back in. Let's get Jill and Sky back in, because they were in Team 1, if that's okay, as well. If we get, like, Jill and Sky in, then that's kind of, like, hopefully, fingers crossed, redemption arc. And then Kieran can host the Nihilego, because, like, you're definitely like a lock-in for that. And then, I don't know, maybe, like, Jill and Sky will get to go again, or we'll figure it out. But hopefully that's okay. I am sorry, Kieran, it's just, again, you did just play, and Jill and Sky, like, haven't played as well. So I'm going to factor that in. Because, like, you're definitely going to play next time, so, like, you have to. You have to, Kieran, you have to. But, yeah. So, okay. So let's do this thing. Let's go on the YCOM. Let's make sure we're connected to the internet. And then say, yes, please. Let's see. Anything goes. And then Celesteela is what we're doing next, yes. Okay, Celesteela is weak to fire and electric, but watch out because it does have Earthquake. So if we get anything with Wide Guard, like Mantine, that could be really good. Right. Okay, let's do this thing. Yeah, you and Xander are, like, the most frequent. I think Sabertooth might have had Nihilego as well, but obviously Sabertooth's not, like, here all, like, you know, as often as you two. So, no, you guys are all right. Don't worry. Oh yeah, if you get ads, Jill, just, like, let us know, and then we can tell you, like, stuff to do. Yeah. Just be like, ads attack or something. Tegan, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see. Oh yeah, so just as a reminder, I might be around on Thursday and Friday, and because we're going to be moving into October. This is our last September stream, but in October. So in October, we'll still do Saturdays and Sundays, apart from, like, community days and stuff like that. But we'll try and do Thursdays and Fridays, okay? So just a reminder, I'll try to be around Thursdays and Fridays. I need to update Nightbot to say that, I think. But yeah, so we'll try and do Thursdays and Fridays, but keep an eye on the community posts, subscribe, ring the bell, you know. So if on Thursday or Friday you see a community post and I'll say, yeah, it looks like I'm around in a few hours, so we'll do a stream today, like, you know, and we'll do that. So, okay. But again, sometimes it might even be like an hour before the stream, you know, it might be like 1 p.m. and I'll be like, yeah, we'll do a stream today, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, I might not announce it, like, you know, like, say 8 in the morning, like, yeah, we'll do a stream in a few hours, because my day could change a lot, you know, after that. But, right, anyway, I said all that we need to know about Celesteela, so let's get, so fire and electric. It's like a Skarmory, okay? It's like battling a Skarmory. I'm going to go with Seismitoad, just because Screech is, well, actually, no, I'm going to go with Seismitoad, because Stunfisk is weak to Earthquake, so I'm going to go with Seismitoad. Actually, no, wait, Marowak's better, isn't it? I'm going to go Seismitoad, sorry. Seismitoad could be good support for a Marowak, so, you know, and Durant is pretty nifty as well. But yeah, I can just sit there and do Screech, and then whoever are, like, the physical attackers can, they can, then, like, attack physically, basically. Crawdaunt is pretty nifty. I'll say Crawdaunt's pretty nifty. Crawdaunt works well with Screech and Metal Sound, so that can be good. You do have one electric move. That is true. Oh, okay, hang on. Charger Bug is to the right. Hang on. Let's see what we got. Okay, there was Charger Bug to the right, so I'm thinking we might need to do that. But let's see what we've got, though. Sandygast, Dunsparce, Palpitoad. Okay, so we could have, like, Palpitoad, Charger Bug. Oh, and then there is Rabombi. Huh. Okay, okay, I've got a bit of a theory. I've got a bit of a theory whirling around in my head. Does Stunfisk have Terrain Pulse? Because here's the theory I've got, right? Here's the theory I have. Stunfisk has Terrain Pulse. And if we had... No, never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. Okay. But here's what I'm thinking, though. If we had Charger Bug... If we had Charger Bug and we had... and Palpitoad, they're both, like... Charger Bug helps with special attack, right? And then Palpitoad is a special attacker. And then in the final row, there was Rabombi. And so, a thing I was thinking is... If I, like, did fake tears with Rabombi, and then Charger Bug was boosting special attack, Palpitoad could have very powerful, like, neutral water attacks. But... This might be... Oh, there is also a science. Okay. Okay, so maybe we could get rid of, like, Stunfisk for some science. But here's the thing. I was thinking of, like, Charger Bug, Palpitoad, and Rabombi. Because those three together add up to, like, really good special attacking damage. And they also aren't very weak to, like, Earthquake or anything. They are weak to Smackdown, which isn't ideal. But maybe, like, Rabombi with... Oh, Marowak has Bone Meringue, right? Oh god, dig. I know it is a bit inaccurate, but I think Marowak does have the, like, stab ground move. Okay. But yeah, this might be a bit of a tough one. We don't really have great Pokemon here, do we? I'm going to use Max... I am going to switch to, like, Max Strike on the next one. But yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's much nicer. I know it is a bit inaccurate, so it's a, you know, it's a bit like, but... right, Eerie Impulse, no! Oh, but it did it on, Durant, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't know... The problem is, I don't know who should switch or not. Here's the problem. I don't really know who should switch out of Stunfisk or... just out of anyone. I think if we get the Rabombi, I should get Rabombi. But... I just don't really know who should switch. Unless we have Charger Bug... Unless we have, like, Charger... Hang on, if we got Palpitoad next... Okay, Stunfisk and Marowak are bad against Palpitoad. But, like, Charger Bug is terrible against Palpitoad as well. So... Oh, gosh, this is hard. I don't know. I don't know. Stunfisk, Palpitoad... Stunfisk, Palpitoad, and Marowak. Stunfisk, Palpitoad, Marowak. Durant isn't... No. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Stunfisk just because it has the least health. Maybe Stunfisk because it has the least health. And then you'd have at least Max Lightning, very, very frightening. So maybe Jill switch? Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, Kevin, you're next to Dynamax, so it's not worth risking, like... I mean, you would have nothing to attack with, so... okay, so if we go to the right, that's Palpitoad, which I think we do need to do, because Palpitoad is just a bit nicer. I know there is the science, but I think we want to... I think we do need to do the Rabombi and the Palpitoad. I know there's the science, but I don't think we can, like, count on science here to save us. Like, we could have done Marowak and seen where it went, but... just Palpitoad is going to be more useful than Barbaric. But, well, Barbaric does have Razor Shell, so you could, like, do some, like, defense-lowering stuff with Razor Shell. But... I just don't know, though. Right, I'm gonna Screech, because this will help out Durant. But, oh, it's your grandma's birthday today. Well, happy birthday to your grandma. It's a lot of birthdays and anniversaries today, it seems. Let's see. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. And then, okay. Sorry, I just had, like, notifications on my phone, and I was just like, I'm gonna partially clear some up now. Right, Max Flutter, bye, 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 bye. There we go. That's a good start. And we get the old special attack down, so that's doubly useful. Oh, come on! Don't miss with the attacks, Bo! Oh, come on! Oh, this is like the third... This is the third time today I've had an 80 attack move, an 80 accuracy move, miss. It's like when I say an 80 accuracy attack, miss. That is really bad, man. And I think I've had like 4 where that could have happened. So I've had like 3 out of 4. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. I do not like that. Right, Max Flutter, bye, 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 bye. Using this Screech at this point is kind of useless, but Kevin is carrying the fight here. Right. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Right. This is why I picked Seismitoad, because it's like, well, at least it can use Screech, and it can't even do that. Right, hang in there, Durant. Durant, do-do-do-do-do. Durant, do-do-do-do. Right, and then Boomerang, nice. Oh, okay, was that crit? No, that just did it. Oh, because of the Screech. I was like, that did so much damage, but it was the Screech. Would have been nice if the Screech worked the first time, but oh well. We got the two-turn KO, so that works. So then who do we have next? Rabombi. Okay. We will figure. Technically, Durant does have a stab super effective move, and Marowak doesn't. So maybe this is where we say goodbye to Marowak. Does this sound okay? Would have been cool if it did crit. That would. Can you imagine if they both crit, like both hits crit? That'd have been amazing. But yeah, I think if we get rid of Marowak and then, there we go. So then we've got Palpitoad now. And the thing is, you can Dynamax and use Max Airstream here, so like that's pretty cool. And hopefully, if I use Screech, that'll help. But if we go left for a Bombi, we will get some berries, and then that'll work. And then. Yeah, that could have been cool. Kaz, hello, welcome. Oh, if people have not yet clicked like on the video, now would be an amazing time to do so. I said it at the beginning, I forgot when else to say it, yeah, but let's see who, we should have at least 13 likes, 1-3, so hopefully we have at least 13. If we don't have 13, like, double check if you did it. Okay, Rabombi. 14 likes. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Right, okay. I am going to use Sludge Bomb just because it's super effective here. Because I don't really trust Screech to not... Well... Yeah, no, Rabombi's, like, kind of frail. I think... If it ends up better if I'd have used Screech, I apologize. But I am just going to go for, like, the super effective move I've got here. I wish I had Iron Head instead of Metal Claw. I know! That would be good. It would mean you'd have a better Max Steel Spike as well, but oh well. Okay, so... Max Flutter, bye. Oh, crud. Yeah, maybe I should have used Screech. Help out with the old physical attacks. Because, yeah, but this is going to do nothing now because it just lowered my special attack. Right, Metal Claw. Nice. Yeah, I really should have used Screech. I am regretting not using a Screech. Oh, no, that still did an alright amount. And we get the poison! Okay, I definitely don't regret it. Right, here's the max airstream. Work a max airstream. Kadoosh, nice. So if we all just do what we're doing again, we've won here. So I mean, I'm actually going to use Sludge Bomb again, believe it or not. I was going to maybe switch, but look at it, even that Spark did a ton. But right, Metal Claw. There we go. Right, Rabombi is weak. Would you like to catch it? Yeah. So I think I am going to switch here. And although... Actually, here's the question. Do I keep Seismitoad and use Screech, and that'll help out Charjabug and Durant? Or do I use Fake Tears, which is also more reliable, with Rabombi, and that helps out Palpitoad? If Palpitoad uses Scald over and over and over, right, make sure you use Scald. But I think Rabombi... Oh, and I can use Pollen Puff to heal people. No, I'm going to switch a Pollen Puff. I'm going to do a Pollen Puff switch. Oh, sorry, Rabombi switch. I want that Pollen Puff and Fake Tears. I know that, like, Charjabug and Durant won't be doing a whole load of damage, but I just don't really think it's worth... I would rather invest in Palpitoad, weirdly, even though it's not Dynamaxing, as weird as that sounds. So, yeah. Again, this basically hasn't been a very good round in terms of the picks, so well done you guys for playing well. Because, yeah, if we'd have, like, not been playing well with, like, a team like this, we would have gone down very quickly. Like, the fact we've got this far is just because we've, like, worked well together and made good choices and everything, so well done, everyone. Confused Paladin! Hello! Welcome, welcome. And you will get the electric terrain between Charjabug and Durant, so that's pretty cool. Durant could use one metal sound, and then we could have a Fake Tears and a metal sound. That'd be funny. But we'll see how things go. But yeah, this isn't like a very ideal lineup, matchup, all that stuff, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Also, I'm going to just do one thing. I'm going to be off mic for like 1 second. I actually realized the thing I didn't really need to do until like Wednesday or Thursday, but oh well. Never mind. Right, okay. Right, Scald. Kadoosh. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. Oh, and a crit. And a hot plate. Oh, and we get the burn. No Leech Seed. No. No shinies today, have we? But then again, we had a really disastrous first round, unfortunately, Paladin. So even though this is actually like Team 3, it's kind of closer to more like we've only played once, to be honest. Like, we haven't really had that many chances for shinies today yet. But still, I have faith that we'll get something. Even if on this team only 50% of people have the shiny charm now that I'm looking it up. That's not ideal. Right, I'm going to Fake Tears again. I'm not going to do it like a third time, but I will do it a second. Just to, like, you know, because I think I think at this point the returns will be diminishing. But I do think the second one's worth it. Yeah, look at that. See, that's pretty good. Okay, Celesteela is growing desperate. It is going to use Smackdown. He'll let the Smackdown on him. Okay. And then Flash Cannon. Kadoosh. I love how it's going for Charjabug. That's great. And then Max Lightning. Very, very frightening. Kadoosh. Okay, I probably should have done Seismitoad and Screech, but oh well. But never mind. I didn't know this. Celesteela doesn't really seem to have very good defense. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Right, and then I'm going to go with a Draining Kiss, just because I want to see how much this does. With the special defense downs, I want to see how much this does. Didn't do very much. Unless it reset everything, which maybe it did. I don't know. Right, Thunderfang. Come on, we're so close. And the Scald. Yes! Team 3. Redemption. I am smiling with glee. That was really good, everyone. That was very good. Again, not a good team for a Celesteela. Like, not good options available to us for a Celesteela path. And yet we still smashed it. So very well done, everyone. I am very proud of you. So stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars! And if you haven't liked the video, if we had 14 likes, can we now get 15 likes? I don't know. Let's see. If you haven't yet clicked like on the video, now would be an amazing time to do so. Fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. Let's do this thing. So, Charger Bug is a no. Palpitoad! I need Palpitoad, but it's a Palpanode. Will we get a pink Rabombi? The answer's no. 16 likes. Oh, well, excellent. But will we get the White Bamboo Celesteela? No! Dang. I wanted a White Bamboo Celesteela, though. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. And let's see. Sassy. An Adamant. Okay, that's actually not very good. Let's not be too gentle. There's always a gentle or a lax, dang it. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Hasty Rabombi. And it's a boy Rabombi, an all-boys team. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Right, okay. So that's Rabombi out the way, done and dusted, kippers and custard. So welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Celesteela? I'm going to say yes. But anyway, we're going to be handing the reins over to Kieran in a second. But before we do that, we need to figure out who's going to be joining us. So chat, my lovely chat, could you please let me know if you are able to do a Celesteela? Well, actually, hang on, I just did the wrong thing. Let me know if you're able to, sorry, Nihilego. We just did Celesteela. Let me know if you can do a Nihilego using the template, okay? So please say strike, the number of times you can play, and then let me know if you can do Nihilego, okay? So, ready, set, bow, all that stuff. We got Confused Paladin, who we can absolutely have join us. And then, lovely. We might need to do some Nightbot random selection game, unless it's just Sky. But so, yeah, so if you can do Nihilego, now is the time to let me know. Oh, Jill, you have to go. Okay, thank you so much, Jill. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the kind words. That's really sweet. Hang on, can I do a like and a heart? Hopefully that works. Jill, thank you so, so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And then, yeah, okay. Let me just check. Yeah, okay. So let's have Sky, Paladin, so Sky, Confused Paladin, and Kieran. And this is for Nihilego. Nihilego. So let's do a Nihilego. So Kieran, Confused Paladin, Skywatcher, please make sure you are connected to the internet on the Wycom. And then we're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. And if you're not Kieran, this includes myself, then we're going to say that anything goes. And then we save the game. And then we go like this. And then we go like this. And then we go... so we'll go... Oh, wait, hang on. But you don't type in anything unless it's what Kieran says. So so Jill, thank you very much. Nightbot... Didn't need any Nightbot today. But he'll even if you're not on... He'll still select you, Jill. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so Kieran has typed in the code. It's going to be 87, 44, 53, and 16. And there we go. Oh, can I just check one thing? I can't remember if this was... I can't remember if these were the shortcuts I came up with, or I might need to look up what my own shortcuts were. After last week, I came up with some new... I came up with some new stuff, but I can't even remember what... Oh, no, I know what it was. I remember now. I probably should have... Oh, I just realized. I probably should have just called it something like guest or something like that, but... Anyway, everyone is in. Everyone's in. Hang on. Oh, gosh, hang on. Unknown... Yeah, I need to just turn these into, like, guest or something like that, I think. But anyway, it's a bit of a mouthful to type in if you're doing it at an angle. But yes. Yeah, this is after last week, so this is like... if we get new players, remind me to do these commands and stuff. Okay, right, here we go. So, Nihilego, super duper mega weak to ground moves, Steel is also awesome, and then Water's great, and then Psychic is good as well. So, unfortunately, none of that is here, which sucks. It does have weaker defense than special defense, that as well. Key Gamer Shorts, hi, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good one. We have not had any shinies today, unfortunately, but we haven't been playing that long, so, and we've still got like 2 rounds left to go, so hopefully... everything is all okay. Okay. This is rough, isn't it? Lopunny, Carco, and Gourgeist are all terrible. So we're gonna have to switch those. Talonflame, not to be confused with Unpheasant. Let's see. Hang on. There is ground. Who is the okay? Porygon is better. I'm just going to say Porygon is better for us. Oh, but Boldore does have a ground move, so we might want Boldore. But then again, oh, it's Seismitoad. That's terrible. Basculin, Pyukumuku. Okay, we want to get the Basculin on the left. I think we need to get the Boldore and the Basculin. I think we have to get Boldore and Basculin, but yeah, this is gonna be, as the kids say, a bit rough. But yeah, Basculin and Boldore are good though. They're solid. Do we want Boldore in 4th place, and then something else somewhere else? I don't really know. I don't really know who or what or where or when or why. Maybe like Gourgeist has Mystical Fire, right? Maybe Gourgeist could stick around and just use Mystical Fire against Nihilego, and like that could be its like one job. And then like we could do Lopunny for Boldore, and we could do Carcole for the Basculin or something. Although keeping Carcole for Basculin is not a great idea. Unless we get rid of Carcole first and then... we get rid of the Lopunny. Like maybe just like Basculin as our Dynamaxer. Basculin as our Dynamaxer could work, I guess. But it would help out Whiscash, I guess. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts or if that sounds good or whatever. But maybe we might just need to get rid of Carcole early, just because it's bad against Boldore and Basculin. We don't really want it for any more fights than we need to. I don't know. Yeah, this isn't an ideal round, is it? Not great. Blah, 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 blah. Unless we want to just risk having Carcole against the Basculin, because is it really that big a deal? I don't know. Then again, Carcole doesn't really have a whole lot of... Hang on, let me check all the Dynamaxes. Hang on. If Lopunny's Dynamaxed now, and then if I Dynamax next, that means Carcole is Dynamaxing in Battle 3. So that means we would want to have Boldore Dynamaxing against a Basculin. Yeah, switching Carcole for Boldore, that's not really that much of a trade-off, is it? But then again, do we want a Boldore and a Carcole against Basculin? I guess we don't, do we? Sorry, this is a bit messy, isn't it? I think basically, let's keep the Pokemon we have. Like, we don't need to switch for Talonflame. Maybe let's get rid of Carcole first, because it's just more of a liability. I mean, we could switch Carcole for Talonflame, but then again, Talonflame is worse against Boldore than Carcole is, so I don't know, man. It's hard. No, let's... Right, yeah. We won't switch to Talonflame. Talonflame's not a good temp switch. We'll get rid of Carcole for Boldore, so a rock for a rock. And then we'll get rid of Lopunny for Basculin, because Basculin Dynamaxing would be very fast and strong. So that should work, hopefully. But yeah, I think having 2 Pokemon that would just die to any water from Basculin would be way too dangerous. So I'm good to just say no. I don't know if there's any science. If there is, we can do it, but I don't recall seeing any. At least not on the path we're on, but let's see. So left is Boldore, and then, yeah, Seismitoad is just not... Like, we have to go for the Basculin instead of the Seismitoad, because the Basculin is going to be the more consistent and good thing. Like, the good and safe thing, so, yeah. I'm sorry, Kieran, I was hoping we could get you some science there, but the Seismitoad's just not, like, it's not it. The only way that, like, science could work is if we had, like, say if we had Gourgeist Dynamaxing and it used Max Phantasm, and then say if we had, like, you know, say if we did still switch to the Seismitoad and it had Screech, so you could have, like, Screech and Max Phantasm, and you could just, like, really go after the physical defense or something like that, but, I don't know. Yeah, I will just say, today has been... I would say today has been a particularly egregious day for just having, like, kind of rubbish teams. Ironically, I think the best team we did kind of have, the best path we did have was the first path, which was the one we failed on spectacularly. I do think that was, like, the best one we had. You know, we had, like, some nice ground types for a Thunderous. But yeah, we just haven't really had very good... Like, not really, have we? It's just been a lot of, like, quite awkward stuff, I would say. So... Yeah, we haven't had Seismitoad in a while, have we? But then we've had it loads in, like, the last couple of days. I mean, we had Alcremie loads yesterday. That was funny. And we haven't had Alcremie in a while, I feel. So, I mean, in fairness, now that I'm, like, streaming less... or because I've been streaming less this past month, in fairness, like, we don't see stuff, you know, it is a bit more like, oh, we haven't seen that in a while. It's like, well, yeah, because we don't, but again, I will be aiming to stream Thursday and Friday, and we'll try and do that throughout October, okay? So if that's what, like, the 2nd and the 3rd, the 9th and the 10th, the 16th and the 17th, the 23rd and 24th, and then the 30th and the 31st, you know? Like, maybe we can do that. So we'd have, like, 5... So that'd be, like, 5 extra... That'd be, like, 10 extra streams, basically. Like, up to 10 extra streams, in theory, for the month of October. So, it could be, you know... It all helps out. 10 extra streams, that's like 50 Dynamax Adventures, that's like 2 extra shinies. A good odds of getting a shiny legendary. It just, if I am able to do these extra streams, it would mean... Okay, so we said Boldore for Carcole, didn't we? So Carcole switch, Skywatcher switch, Sky is gonna do a Skywatcher switch, Boldore for the Carcole switch, a rock for a rock, and that's a switch. Nicely done. Small shiny guy. You got Q-Font. Nice. I like that you. I like that you had an accidental typo there, and it kind of looks like you were doing like a fusion of Cubchoo and Q-Font. But yeah, so Basculin's in the middle. For the love of Nelly, please pick the middle, not the left or the right. If we'd have gone for Pyukumuku, well, actually no. Here's the funny thing. Here is the funny thing. Pyukumuku if it's Dynamaxing, can actually be a useful support Pokemon because it can use Max Knuckle. And if you have Max Knuckle, that boosts your attack, and then everyone would get an attack boost, and then that would be really good. So that can help. But yeah, Gourgeist is neutral to poison and rock, so it's not terrible, but yeah, we still want to like... so that's kind of why, and it's got Mystical Fire, so that's kind of why it's not going to be able to do like loads and loads and loads and loads and loads, but it can like get some stuff done. So Dynamax if you've got it, because boy howdy do we need it. You could use a Max Knuckle, like with the Pyukumuku, to like give everyone a boost. And then yes, Halloween is growing ever closer. One thing I'm excited about is about Legends ZA is I'm going to be able to get shiny Pumpkaboos. Although the problem is they come in 4 different sizes, and so I'm going to have to like get all the different sized shiny Pumpkaboos, which is going to be a pain. I do have an XXL shiny Gourgeist, but that I will need 3 other ones presumably, I guess. So it's not just a boulder, it's a rock. There is also a joke about countries there. It's not just a Middle Eastern country, it's a rock. But so there you go. Right, Zen Headbutt. There you go. Kadoosh. Okay. I would. So well done for doing the Max Knuckle, but I would only do 1. Like I would switch to a rock move on the next one, just because that's going to be like way more powerful. I know we've only done like a third of the health, and it's like, oh, don't we want to do like a second Max Knuckle? But I think that would be like too much setup. And don't forget, it can like reset the stats. So I think with like the extra damage we'll all be doing this turn. Well, depends on what moves we use, I suppose. But now Max Geyser, oh crud, hang in there, Boulder, old buddy, old pal. Or Lopunny, also Lopunny. Oh, it did hang in there. You might need to Mega Kick on the next turn, depending on how much damage we do. Let's find out. Zen Headbutt. Okay. Hopefully the Sandstorm doesn't kill Lopunny here. Oh, that was so close. So yeah, a Mega Kick could have been the difference between a victory and a third turn here. We'll have to see. But hang in there, Lopunny. No, no, no. Oh, it did hang in there. Oh my god, hang on. How many? 2! Okay, just use Drain Punch here. You don't need to Mega Kick now, but like get some health back, I guess, maybe. But I wouldn't Mega Kick. I think Drain Punch will be fine. Between like that and Shadow Sneak, you'll be fine. Drain Punch, more like a lame punch. Well, because you were faster, that's the thing. I was like, between Gourgeist and Lopunny, like, you've got it. So, well done, everyone. Very nice work. Well done. Well done. Okay. Right. Well done, everyone. But yeah, Lopunny must now have a grand total of 4 HP. So Basculin for... Oh, wait, hang on. Are we... Oh, we're getting rid of Gourgeist now, aren't we? Sorry, we're getting rid of Oh, crap. Okay, oh, gosh, hang on. Everyone's not switching. Sorry, I kept saying earlier about, like, Mystical Fire, but I forgot Gourgeist was the Dynamaxer. The thing that was really confusing, though, is that it kind of, like, resets the order that everyone's in, kind of thing. Like, it doesn't always list everyone in the, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 order. So, like, when you check on, like, this screen... But, so I might as well have a physical... Okay, but still use Max Phantasm, because that'll be helpful, okay? Max Phantasm will be really good here. But see, look, I'm listed at the top here, so this is why it gets confusing, because it's like Gourgeist is the Dynamaxer, but, like, I feel like Gourgeist should be 4th, Boldor should be 3rd, I should be 2nd, and Kieran should be 1st. But it kind of, like, switches around, so that's why sometimes I do get lost in, like, hang on, whose turn is it? Because... I was, you know, like the last time I looked at, earlier when I looked at the list, I was looking at like a different list. So I do apologize, that's on me. But yeah, no, that was, no, but I'd also said about Gourgeist could use Mystical Fire and stuff like that. And we'd switched around the order of which, I think I had said maybe about like Lopunny and Carkol or something instead of Gourgeist. So that's like on me. I do apologize for that, but anyway, if we get a liquidation with like a defense... Oh, hang on. Hang in there. No, okay. Okay, but that's okay, though. That's okay. That's only like, what, 1 KO? Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. Although, special defense boost. Okay, that's cool. That's actually really good. This is honestly fine. So if we get a defense drop here... Oh, we did get a defense drop. Okay, let's go. And then Max Phantasm, and then if we do, and then this is going to lower defense again, right? So like a max, not a max Quake, but a Stomping Tantrum or whatever from Boldor here could then be like really, really good. Yeah, there we go. 1 turn. 1 turn. So there we go. Kevin, how dare you root against us? Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. I'm so glad it didn't use Wander Room, because that could have been very annoying. But yeah, no, that works. That works. But yeah, I wanted to make sure we had Basculin, because Whiscash wouldn't have been very useful there. But Basculin is very good. So, well done, Team 4. Team 4 galore. Team 4, hopefully I am not a bore. Right, let's do this, shall we? Wow, Confused Paladin on the screen already with no shinies. That is wild. So chat, let's see what we've got here. Talonflame is a no. Boldor is also a no. Basculin is also a no. That sucks. But will we get, drum roll please, the Golden Nihilego? No. Oh, come on. I know it's been like a week since I got a shiny, but it's been a week since I got a shiny. It's like, Bo, you only play like every week. It's like, shut up. Right, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Careful. Careful, Tony. Quirky, calm, and sassy. You gotta love a good sassy one. But yeah, no, these suck, don't they? I guess I have to go with the quirky Boldor. Because, I mean, look at it. It's just so quirky. Okay, so well done, everyone. Person with a face, hello. Thank you for the stars and sparkles. And I hope you're doing well and having a good Sunday. Right, we saved progress. It looks like you run out of space. Are there any older records you wouldn't mind erasing? But because that's Nihilego, I'm going to say no. I don't want Nihilego just yet. But yeah, here we go. Oh, no, phone, don't go dark. Okay, so we have time for one more thing. By which I mean round. It's the what did we decide to call it? The bonus card? Yeah, the bonus card. That was it, because it was like bonus card. The bonus card. But no, so we're on the bonus card now. I truthfully want to do Thunderous. You can probably guess why. So could I just see who is around for a Thunderous? Can anyone do... Is anyone able to do a Thunderous? Would anyone like to do a Thunderous with me right here, right now? If you can, please write strike in big capital letters. Say I can do Thunderous, and then let me know. I mean, I suppose I should be asking about all three, but I kind of want to know about Thunderous, but... well, that as well. That's the additional reason. That's not even the main reason today, though. But that is a big reason. But yeah, so if people here are able to do Thunderous, it would be helpful. Like a Sky can do Thunderous, so it's just where the Paladin can. But if Paladin can't, we might have to. Oh no, and then Kieran's here as well, though. So... Okay, so we could definitely have... Okay, we definitely need to have, like, Kevin and Kieran, because they're on, like, strike 2s. So let's get those 2 in. But if there's no one else, then I'll let Sky have the final slot. So I'll wait like another 10 seconds. If you want to do a Thunderous, and you can do a Thunderous, and you can join us, now is the time to let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to give it to Sky. Oh, you already got Nihilego. Oh, right. Well, yes, that will certainly speed up the process of things. That is true. Oh, Confused Paladin can't do Thunderous. I am sorry, Paladin. I know you've only played once, but would you mind if I do Thunderous? Just because we basically, long story short, we messed up on the Thunderous earlier, so we didn't get to do it. So it's like, I have had a chance at a Nihilego today. I have had a chance at a Celesteela today. I have had a chance at a Stack Attacker today. But, like, we haven't had the chance at Thunderous. So, I know that is, like, slightly unfair for you, because you haven't... you gotta fix a thing. Okay. Okay, so let's have Sky, and let's do this thing. So let me just add Sky to the spreadsheet, even though in like 10 minutes I'm going to be deleting the spreadsheet. Right, so let's go on the YCOM. Let's connect to the internet. Let's talk to the nice scientist lady. We'll say anything goes, but I'll say Thunderous, and then we will do a Thunderous. Okay, so let's get this code in. 0928... hey, that's a cool number. And then 0341. So let's do this. 09280341. This is the code. Ready, set, bow. And then here we go. Let's go. All that lovely stuff. I kind of wish that YouTube still had a DM system, just because if we had, I could have like given all of you like an emergency code. Like, if we ever had someone come in, I could be like, you know, like, okay, Kevin's played with us for a while. I can trust Kevin with the emergency code. Sky has played with us for a while, so I can trust Sky with the emergency code. Kieran has played with us for a long time and can be trusted with the emergency code. And so like that. So if people had been around and played long enough and I knew they weren't going to like troll us or anything, I could like give them a DM being like, welcome to the club. Here's the code. If you leak it, I will know. Okay. So, so Thunderous Jones. But you guys know Thunderous. Rock and Ice are very nice. And then ground types are brilliant. Lightning Rod, Manectric, Cantonian Raichu are excellent. Shout out though to Volt Absorb, Jolteon, and Lantern, as well as the electric resistant trio of dragons, grasses, and other electrics. Watch out for Sludge Wave, watch out for Rain Dance and Weather Ball, watch out for Rain Dance and Thunder, and particularly with the Weather Ball can change to other types, and so that's why Rock is better than Ice, because it's nicer for Thunderous to not have Ice. Okay, and Wide Guard, don't forget about Wide Guard. Right, Jinx is Ice, and that's super effective. If we pick Wheezing, please remember that it cancels everyone's abilities, so we have to be careful picking Wheezing, and with Chansey, it's bad against stuff that's physical. But Serena is a grass type, so Serena is a solid second pick, I would say. Out of these, because it actually does resist electric. So there we go. But yeah, Skarmory isn't good against electric. I know we did have the round with Chansey. Ooh, Grimmsnarl. I know we did have the round with a Chansey where it went disastrously, but maybe we'll look to switch it sooner rather than later. Again, we only need like two things. Okay, Scyther and Marill, they're both weak to electric. There is electric to the left and then a ground in the top right. Let's see what our ground in the top right is, and then we'll have a look. But let's like work our way to that. Oh, there's Golurk as well. Oh, it's a Nido. I think it's Nido King. Nido King again. Oh, and there's Tyrantrum in the top. Oh, Tyrantrum's in the top left though. Oh. Do we want Jolteon and Tyrantrum? I feel like we want Jolteon and Tyrantrum. We definitely want to begin by going left, which is what I should have said, so well done for doing that, but Yeah, do we want Golurk and Nidoking, or do we want Jolteon and Tyrantrum? Because Tyrantrum has the, like, stab super effective rock. I feel... And Jolteon has Helping Hand, so Jolteon could use Helping Hand to boost Tyrantrum's max move. So, yeah, hang on. So, like, if I'm first, and then Serena and Chansey... So why don't we get rid of Chansey now? Because I don't want Chansey... Well, Chansey... We don't want Chansey against Nidoking, okay? But like, Grimmsnarl could switch for Tyrantrum, and then we could, I don't know, have Chansey instead of Jolteon. Maybe we could keep Chansey, but... hang on, what's stronger out of my... Ew, okay, interesting. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, maybe we could keep Chansey, because Chansey's actually quite good against Jolteon and can use Helping Hand. But yeah, so maybe if we switch Chansey for Jolteon and then Grimmsnarl for Tyrantrum, and then yeah, Jolteon could use Helping Hand to help out Tyrantrum. Serena, like, would not... Oh, okay. I don't know why we helped out Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl, like, has not very effective moves against Marill, whereas I have max moves that are neutral. I know that Serena can't use any grass moves as well, which is an issue. Which, again, I should have reminded about. Oh, this isn't going to go the same way as the first Thunderous, is it? Okay, Play Rough just missed, thank goodness. Yeah, okay. We need to Helping Hand, like, me, not the Grimmsnarl. And Grimmsnarl, I don't know what Grimmsnarl can do, really, but... But yeah, sorry. And then I forgot to remind about Serena, because I was just trying to think ahead, because the rounds ahead are a bit awkward. But, okay, Aqua Jet. Did he use it on Jinx? Oh, no, Queenly Majesty. Oh, that's funny. Okay, here's the Max Strike. Why is this Marill, like, so bulky, though? Okay, well, if I Dynamax, we can Helping Hand the Jinx instead of, like, we can Helping Hand the Jinx instead, but... okay. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we're not going to beat this in 3 turns, are we? Okay. Evil Flabust. Hello, welcome back. Good to see you. Okay. We need, like, crits on every... Azumarill is meant to be... Not really... But it's not that bulky, though. It's an Azumarill. Here's the funny thing. I think even if we had Helping Handed me, like, every single turn here, we still wouldn't have, like, beaten this in 3 moves. The 3 turns is the thing. We'll have to see. If we get, like, critical hits, maybe we can win. But I think that this is gonna be... Yeah, this is gonna be a, Oh, crud. Don't do Serena. Or Chansey. No! Oh. Damn it. I mean, it's behaving like a thick fat, but except I'm not using ice moves. Oh, dang it. Okay, we're gonna really struggle. We might not even beat this in 4 turns, is the wild thing. I'm just gonna have to sing it around. Row, row, row you merrily gently down the... 2, 4, 6, 8, is this Jiffy Ball great? General rule with Helping Hand, it is to Helping Hand the Dynamaxer, unless the Dynamaxer is just, like, explicitly, like, bad against a Pokemon, but, yeah, if you're ever Helping Hand and you're not sure who to go for, the Dynamaxer is usually a safe bet, but... Okay, so that was, like, turn 4. Okay, so hang on, this is turn 5. Hang on, so we have to think about who's... So, hang on. I think Chansey was... So I think Grimmsnarl is going to be Gigantamaxing in the next battle. But the only thing where this kind of sucks is... I think this means that, like, Serena might end up being our... Serena could end up being our Dynamaxer for the battle. We're gonna have to see how this goes. We're gonna have to see who's the Dynamaxer in the next battle, and then figure this out. Because maybe we might want to switch, like, Tyrantrum for whoever's Dynamax. Do you know what I mean? Like, before we were going to have Grimmsnarl Dynamax, but maybe we might want to... If Grimmsnarl isn't Dynamaxing, maybe we might want to ditch it, so... Oh, so Evil Flare. So, Evil Flare, can you remember who we were hunting for last time? If you can remember, like, who we were hunting for the last time you were here, I can give you a brief update on, like, what we've got left and stuff like that. Because, yeah, Small Shiny Guy, saying the usual 4 isn't, like, Evil Flare, like, hasn't been here for a while, so that's why Evil Flare is, like, asking, like, doesn't know what we're, like, hunting for. But I want to see what Evil Flare remembers last time before I say what we're, like, hunting for, at the minute. But let's see. Okay, so Jolteon... Yeah, I still think Jolteon and Tyrantrum's the way to go. I'm determined to beat a Tyrantrum and get it on our team and win with it, but yeah, I still think let's have Chansey switch here, because we don't want Chansey against Tyrantrum. That would be a disaster. Last time we hunted Kartana. So I got... Kartana was the last one I got, which was really cool. So, yeah, we're still doing Thunderous. You probably... Last time you were here, we were probably doing Thunderous. We're still doing Thunderous. Thunderous is what we're actually doing right now. So right now the tickets are Thunderous, Stack Attacker, and Celesteela, and then the wild card is Nihilego. But we've only got one wild card now. So you know how we do, like, 5 streams... we do, like, 5 streams... Not 5 streams. 5 Dynamax Adventures every stream. What we do now is we do my 3 tickets, we do the 1 wild card, and then we just do one of them again for the 5th round, and we now call it the bonus card. The bonus card. Just hope Jolteon doesn't hit Jinx with a Shadow Ball or a Max Vandana. 5 streams would be insane. Yeah, 5 streams in a day would be insane. That would be insane. Oh, it's using Helping Hand, which doesn't work because of Queenly Majesty. I hope we can use Helping Hand. But good. There's Grimmsnarl. Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. Forgive me if I freeze it. But there we go. Trop Kick, baby Trop Kick. Ooh, attack down. That's not bad. Okay, G-Max Snooze, more like G-Max Booze. I was saying boozons. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, Ice Beam and 5 streams to modify. Yeah, no, don't worry, Zara. It's okay. Right, Helping Hand, more like a Helping Plan. And then Swift, but we're just gonna shake it off. And then Ice Beam. Oh, I did get the freeze! The G-Max Snooze isn't gonna kick in. Right, Trop Kick. I like how it moves and then it just goes back to freezing. Oh, that's quite funny. Alright, here's G-Max Snooze. There we go. Well done, everyone. You missed like 3 out of 4. Okay, there we go. So. Now Jolteon's asleep forever. But there we go. Well done, everyone. Very nice work. Team 5. I feel alive. Unlike this Jolteon. Right, Kevin. Chansey. If you're Chansey, switch for the love of Nelly. Chansey switch. Chansey switch. Chansey, it's time now to be ditched. You've got to switch. We don't want you going up against the Tyrantrum. And Kevin's like, I can take Tyrantrum. No, you can't. But, oh, this is quite good, actually, because I'm Ice, and that's super effective. So I can get a super effective Hailstorm here. So if you did want to do a helping-handed ice move, that could be good. One thing I'll say, Trop Kick is... I think Trop Kick is neutral here, so Sky was probably going to use it anyway. But Trop Kick is good because it lowers attack, so lowering Tyrantrum's attack is going to be really good here. And then Kieran's going to have Power-Up Punch, which won't do a lot of damage, but by like turn 2 or 3 will be quite good, so... But yeah. And then we'll figure out... Maybe, though, if we win this, though, maybe we do just want to get rid of Serena. Because if Sky is going to be our Dynamaxer, we want Tyrantrum to be Dynamaxing, I think. But we'll see. We have to see how this battle goes. I could get KO'd. It could all go wrong. So we'll figure it out, okay? But watching Pokemon while playing Minecraft is strangely calming to you. No, that's good. That's nice. I like that. But yeah, so Evil Flare, we're now down to 4. But the thing is, I am going to be stopping streaming in a few weeks. So I'm not going to be able to get all 4 of them, unfortunately. But I'm hoping we can get at least 1 more so that if I needed to, like, solo all the others, I could. But we'll have to see. Right. So. Yeah, Grimmsnarl sadly doesn't have a Fairy move. It just has like Dark Pulse and Power Up Punch, which sucks, but oh well. Right, there we go. Attack down. Down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Okay, whoop, Jinx, hang in there. That did a lot of damage for a, you know, attack down move. Right, Power Up Punch. Oh, so close. Grimmsnarl is too edgy for Fairy. Honestly, I think for a Pokemon that is Dark and Fairy, they kind of nailed it, truth be told. I think with the whole Impidimp line, because I think Dark and Fairy are kind of like a little bit of an antithesis to one another. They're kind of opposites. But I think with Grimmsnarl, it kind of like, or at least like the Impidimp line, I think they do capture that sort of like Fairy and evil vibe really well. So we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. And let's do this thing. Basically just, I've, you know, after doing, so with the why am I going to stop streaming? Reason number 1, my Nintendo Switch Online is going off. So, and I'm not renewing. I don't plan to renew it right away. Although I might end up doing so because of this bloomin' Mega Stone thing in Legend ZA, but Serena switch, because we won with Jinx, so that's all good. But yeah, I can't remember what Grimmsnarl can do. I don't know if Grimmsnarl can do anything to like help us out, like if it has light screen or anything. I can't remember. But Grimmsnarl can either just use Dark Pulse or whatever support move is helpful. Can it lower special attack? Does it have like Confide or something? But yeah, so my Nintendo Switch Online is going off, but also just with the Strike streams, I did so much streaming in the past year. I think I do need like a bit of a break and to like step back from it anyway. So I feel like this is nature's way of telling me like just like hold back and hold off for a bit. I would have liked to have got all the shinies and then that be the, oh, no, wait, Confide. It does have Confide. Oh, that's actually pretty nifty. Yes, okay. Oh, you could just use Confide, honestly. Confide actually could be really, 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 really helpful. Because you have priority because of Prankster. I think Confide is the way to go. Okay, anyway, Bark. So, yeah, no, oh, Power Swap Thunderous. I think Confide is the better move, to be honest, but, just because that's like a guaranteed special attack down. But yeah, so the Switch Online's running out. I have done so much streaming in the past year, you know, doing the like 5 times a week. I mean, even though I'm only doing like twice a week now, it's like, it's just still a lot. Tell it some fun secrets. But don't go against your NDA. Okay. So, ooh, Rain Dance. Okay. But we're gonna change that to a Sandstorm. And then, okay, Ice Beam. More like an Ice Beam. Can we get a Freeze? I got a Freeze earlier. Okay, fine. Max Rockfall. With the Helping Hand. Oh my gosh! Was that a crit or did that just do that much damage? That didn't say crit. That didn't say crit. That didn't say crit! Okay, how did that do so much damage? Oh, sorry, I'm kind of choking now. Because I'm legit kind of almost choking now, because that did so much damage. No, well done, everyone. So, Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. I know Tyrantrum's powerful, But I didn't know that Max Rockfall was going to be that powerful with Rock Blast as the base. How much is Max Rockfall? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, you shouldn't cough when you have like a bad throat, but still. Oh, it's so hot in here. Is like the AC on or something? I'm gonna need to check if the AC is on because it feels really hot in here. Max Rockfall 130. Okay, so that's not like wildly powerful. Okay. Anyway, here we go. The rain is up. The confiding is in. Oh, because Thingy-Majig has Prankster as well. So that's why it's still faster than you. Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. Done and dusted, kippers and custard. Well done, everyone. Very well done. Very well played. Redemption! And seriously, well done, Team 5. I feel alive. No, very nicely done. Nicely played. Let's hope we actually do get the shiny Thundurus. This would be a good time to get a shiny Thundurus, I'm just saying. But yeah. So just as a quick reminder, yeah, so on Thursday and Friday, hopefully I will be around. But keep an eye on those notifications. But yeah, I'm not going to set up, like, normally when I'm done with a stream, I set up the next stream. You know, so like on a Sunday, I will set up Saturday's stream, and after Saturday, I will set up Sunday's stream. After this, I will be setting up next Saturday's stream, but I will set up Thursday's stream. Again, I will be setting them up, like, you know, an hour before, like an hour, half an hour before we're due to go live, okay? So just, like, keep that in mind and stuff like that. Like, the actual stream won't exist until quite close to stream time. Because again, there'll be kind of like quite last minute decided things like, hey, I don't have a load of auditions today, let's do a stream, and hopefully I will see you on Thursday and Friday. But for now, let's see if I got a shiny Azumarill. No, I didn't. But Kevin, congratulations, because that's amazing. Bright yellow Azumarill. Did I get a Jolteon? No. Did I get Tyrantrum? Blue Tyrantrum? No. But yeah, this is why you ring the bell. Don't just hit subscribe, but like ring that bell and make sure you have the like all notifications on. I will like do a community post as well. I will try and do community posts kind of early, but again, just, you know, I'll try and sort of like let everyone know as soon as I can. But, you know, I might have to wait until a certain point in the day. You know, if I, like, wake up on a Thursday and I have a load of auditions, I might be like, you know, like, even after I'm done, I might be like, should I still stream today after I did all those auditions? You know, we'll figure it out, but, right. Azumarill, no. Jolteon, no. Tyrantrum, no. But will we get the redemptive, slightly purple Thundurus? No! Dang, I wanted the redemptive Thundurus. But Kevin, Kevin, you could totally get your Azumarill onto Scarlet and Violet and then change the ability to huge power and then use it in raids. And that could be like your Herba Mystica Azumarill. But there we go. So let's check. No Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there. But I think we did have Naughty, right? Naughty, Impish. That's terrible. Naughty again. Oh, okay, that's why Tyrantrum was good. Look at that. At 196 attack. That's wild. And Lonely. Here's Mr. Lonely. But yeah, look at that attack. That's almost as good as the special attack. I told you guys, physical attack Thundurus is nothing to scoff at. Better than Tyrantrum. Thundurus is better than Tyrantrum. So there you go. Right, anyway, bark. Chat, you have been absolutely wonderful. I really appreciate all the love and support. Not just for today, but for 5 years. 5 years of Genshin Impact. I really appreciate it. It makes me happy to know you guys enjoy the game and enjoy Chongyun. So thank you very much. I will see. So hopefully, I will definitely see you next weekend. You know, I don't think there's any Pogo stuff next weekend. Although let me know if there is. But maybe there's like Mega Meta Gross Day or something like that. But would you like us to keep a record of where you found Tundra? Yes, I would. So I will be back next weekend, but hopefully, because we'll be moving into October, we will be doing the Thursday and Friday streams, and that's going to be really, really fun. Okay, so, but yeah, October's going to be our final full month of streams, of like strike streams. And then, yeah, first weekend of November will be the end. So hopefully we can get at least one more shiny legendary by then. We'll have to see, though. So please take care. Lots and lots of love. Enjoy the rest of your Genshin Impact anniversary. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your September. And I will see you either on the 2nd and the 3rd or next weekend on the 4th. So take care. Lots of love, everyone. And like the video if you haven't already.